no matter the location. From OAKLA to LV, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? Today's show is presented by Only One Nation. If you're looking for some new Raiders gear, like the shirt that I have on right now, you can go to onlynation60.com. But when you go there, use code Mitch because you're going to be able to save 20% off. So they also have face masks, and they also have some dope hats, which don't go anywhere. We'll get to in a second. All right, let's now dive into our live Q&A here where you're going to be using hashtag Raiders, or you can super chat to be able to get on the show. Does that sound pretty good to y'all? I hope so. So Alfonso Robles, come on, let's get in the comments right now. Hashtag Raiders, or I want you to super chat. Glenn Martinez says, what's up, Dylan? So we got Big Willie 562, Malik, and Clowney. I think you mean Clowney in the middle. Yep, that'd be pretty interesting. All right, first question's coming in here from Tyler McMillan. Who is your least favorite team? Mine is the Chiefs. I'm not going to say the Chiefs because I at least respect them because they're a really good team. I would say out of our own division, it would be the Denver Broncos just because of my run-ins with Bronco fans. They haven't been all that great. I'm also going to say the Cowboys. I live here in Dallas, Texas. It is hard to deal with Cowboys fans, especially when one's sitting right over here next to me. What up, Tom? All right, let's go to the next question here. Make sure you guys are using hashtag Raiders, and I see the super chat in there. We'll get to it in just a second. So why are you using hashtag Raiders? That basically tells Dylan, hey, these are the questions I want to put on screen. Would it shock you if the Raiders defense cracked the top 12? I want to believe that we've got the talent to break that, and if they can find cohesion and make the system work for them. So the last time that the Raiders were top 12 in yards against and points against was actually all the way back to 2002, where they were 11 in yards, 6 in points, but maybe you're talking about sacks because I think if we are going to get better in the defensive department, it does need to come with getting more pressure. So when you look at some of the players on our front, right? I mean, you have Crosby, Furl really needs to step up. Also Carl Nassib as well. These are players that need to take that next step, right? They need to get better. And I think overall this team, the only way we are going to get better is by getting after the quarterback. So shout out to the questions coming in here. We do have a super chat. Henry, what's up, man? Mitch, how's your day going so far? So good, repping some awesome gear. Does Ruggs deserve to be the highest-rated rookie wide receiver? I have a special feeling about him this season, 1,100 receiving yards. So you're talking about Madden. So Madden rated him a 76 overall. He's tied with Joe Burrow for the highest-rated rookie. He's the highest receiver, I believe, by, 1% over Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb at 75 overall. The main reason why he's 76 is because of his speed. He's got 98 overall speed, which is the second fastest in the game behind only Tyreek Hill. Do I think he's going to get 1,100 receiving yards? No, I do not think so. I think he's going to have a good season, but I think we are going to still be a run-first team. If he can be around 800 yards, I think that's actually a huge win for a rookie receiver. So if you're looking for the best Raiders coverage on the internet, yeah, I think it's us. So we got you covered here. Hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to 50,000 subs. I was checking the other day. We started this YouTube channel 882 days ago. We have already made over 770 videos. Go find me another Raiders channel that's made even close to that amount. We are just dedicated to what we do here, but the more subs we get, the more videos we could do. So what I'm trying to get by next year is have more videos than days. The only way that's possible is if y'all hit that subscribe button. Cool. All right, let's keep the show moving. Jeff, who's been here since like 1K subscribers. Can Johnathan Abram be our defensive MVP this season? Yes, he absolutely can be. And I think if he is the best player on our defense, you do see a significant step up in terms of overall production, right? So the Raiders are going to want to try to use him as strong safety, and he's also going to play a little bit of free safety as well. When they went out and got Demarius Randall, he can kind of do both as just like Abram can. But for Abram, he also has the ability to come up and play linebacker, which I think he could maybe like 5, maybe 10% of the time. But also, he's that tough-hitting dude. He's a fan favorite, and there's a reason why the Raiders drafted him in round 1. Can he be versatile? That's going to be the question, because we know he's physical. We know he wants to hit. It's just he needs to be better against the pass, because last season he did give up 66% completion percentage. Yes, it's in one game, but he does need to get better in that department. Josiah, what's up, dude? What's your thoughts on Marcus Mariota being in the top 4 fastest quarterbacks in Madden 21? So I believe his speed was a 92 overall. And we know that Marcus Mariota can run. He's always been able to run, even his days back in Oregon. The issue for him has been the decision-making. Last season, only 59% completion percentage. Yes, he had 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But he also needs to stay healthy because it doesn't do you any good if your 92 overall speed can't get used because you're always hurt. So Mariota, I think, is going to be a little bit more of a pocket passer for us, and I think that's the way that you're going to be able to keep him healthy because he's not a Cam Newton. He's not somebody that can take all these big-time hits, and that's already kind of the show, and he's only 26 years old. Ricardo E., you're up here on the Raiders Report. Mitch, what is a realistic price for Clowney? So a realistic price for Clowney, let me get a sip of water here. I think he's going to get somewhere between 12 to 15 million. And when he first came out of free agency, he was looking for 20, kind of got slapped in the face a little bit. And then he was like, all right, maybe I'll go to 17, 18. I still think that he wants 17 or 18 million, but I don't think it's going to happen. And when I think about the injuries, when I think about the offseason, when I think about everything you add it all up, if right now Clowney goes out and signs a 1-year, 12, 13, 14, $15 million deal, that personally would not surprise me whatsoever. So we show a lot of face masks on here, and these are ones that I absolutely love. And to be honest with y'all, like I have one. Can you see it? Yeah, it's an Only One Nation mask. Absolutely love them. Very, very high quality. You can get yours at chatsports.com/OneNationMask, okay? But when you go there, make sure that you use code Mitch. It's going to help you save 20%. So shout out to my man Rick here. Rick's got rep in the hat. I'll tell you how to get that one here in a little bit. But also the mask. Only $15.99. It is a very, very high quality cotton. Just do your part. That's all I ask here, okay? You got to wear it to the grocery store. You got to wear it to the game. Why don't you rep your team? And let's help some smaller business as well. Chatsports.com/OneNationMask. Everyone chant Rick because he's the dude. All right, I'll keep the show moving here. What up, Alfredo_4X? Who's your favorite current Raider? My favorite current Raider probably is Crosby. It's because he's the first player to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. He's the only player that I talk to on a weekly basis. And, you know, he's a fun player, drafted in round 4, kind of that breakout candidate. Since I always say Crosby, I love Josh Jacobs as well. It brings a lot of fun flair to our team. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Richie Incognito, I like Incognito because he does bring a lot of toughness, and as long as he's beating up on other people and he's not beating up on me or doing other crazy stuff at funeral homes, I'm okay with it. So if you guys want to throw in your favorite players in there as well, go for it. See Jason saying JJ. Jermaine Hardcastle says Jacob. Mine is Trayvon Mullen from Tyler McMillan. So if you want to throw in your favorite player, hey, that's what the show's all about. Let's go to Joey. What's up, Joey? If you need a T-shirt, Joey, go to Only One Nation. How much of an improvement do you think Mullen has in his second season? So I think that you're going to see a little bit of a step up, right? Because cornerback is such a difficult position to play because you're not really allowed to be physical, and the wide receivers just have an advantage. The offense in general has an advantage in the NFL. Trayvon didn't start off the season as a starter last season, but got thrown into the fire because of injuries, because other players couldn't put up, and because of the Gareon Conley trade. Once I think Mullen started to get his feet wet a little bit. Sure, he started out slow, but did start to play a little bit better near the end of the season. I'm hoping with the full offseason. I'm hoping with him, going out there working. I do follow him on his Instagram. It seems like he's doing all the right things. I think he is going to be better. Let's say he goes from being like an 80 overall to an 85 overall. Those are my Madden ratings. How about that? All right, did get a super chat coming in from Dave Wilson. What's up, my man? You guys can jump the line. We have over 500, getting close to 600 people watching right now. An easy way to get your questions on the show is the super chat. What do you think about our linebacking group, and what do you think about Javin White? So I'll first start with our linebacking group because I love Corey Littleton. I love Nick Wachowski. Now, Nicholas Morrow, Markel Lee, there's still some question marks there. Lee was better in 2018. Morrow was better in 2019 because Lee got injured. But I also love Tanner Muse, the rookie that we drafted in round 3, 100 out of Clemson. If you want to know my opinion on Javin White to me is a lesser version of Tanner Muse. So Tanner Muse is a player that played safety, could also play linebacker, and he's going to play linebacker in the NFL. Javin White out of UNLV is a UDFA and kind of in that same boat where could play safety, could play linebacker at that level. My only fear is it's got to be really, really tough to make the team in a normal offseason as a UDFA. And And I can't even imagine how more difficult it's going to be with less preseason games and less training camp. So who's the best player on the defense right now? So go in the comments. Let me know who is the best player on our defense right now. And one of the main reasons why I'm asking this, I already see people type in MC for Max Crosby. I'm seeing some Johnathan Abrams in there as well. Max, yeah, a lot of Max Crosbys. Well, according to Madden, Max Crosby's a 79 overall, and he didn't quite make the list. And when you look at the best players on defense, it's Demarius Randall and LaMarcus Joyner. So I was surprised that those two were rated as the best players in our defense because LaMarcus definitely doesn't deserve it. Demarius Randall's a good player, but I just don't understand how Madden can honestly look me in the eyes and say, yeah, LaMarcus Joyner is better than Max Crosby. LaMarcus Joyner is better than Trayvon Mullen. How LaMarcus Joyner is better than Johnathan Abram. Sorry, Madden. I think you're crazy. Let's go to Larry. What's up, ma'am? What player, take a drink, would make the most impact on our defense? All right, this is a cool question. Yannick Ngakoue, Clowney, Jamal Adams, or Everson Griffen. So, make the biggest impact on our defense, honestly, it's probably Jamal Adams because I think he's the best player out of all four of those. And also Jamal Adams and Johnathan Abram, that'd be a hell of a combination. But I will say this, the player that has the best chance to be a Raider is probably Everson Griffen because Yannick you got to trade for. Clowney wants a lot of money. Griffen, I think, is a cheaper option. And then Jamal Adams is another player you got to trade for. So it's a great question, though, Larry. Let's go to Dave Wilson, another super chat. So this will be the last question. So if you want to get another question real quick, you got a super chat. Do we need a new offensive coordinator? So Greg Olson is so-so, right? I mean, I think that's just being honest with ourselves. If he can't get it done this year, or if our offense looks a little bit stale, sure, maybe, but let's be real. The real guy calling the shots on offense, I still think, is John Gruden. So if you want to get mad at our offense, you can get mad at Derek Carr all you want. You can get mad at Greg Olson all you want. The real guy calling the shots right now for our offense, it's John Gruden. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.